busy place. A lot of people going in and out. I guess it's archery season. So I could be taking a deer hunter's spot. Oh well, I got here first. I don't know, I'm watching. Oh yeah, that guy's got orange on. Bet you that's what it is. So, you may be wondering, what on earth am I doing? Why is it just me and why is it just Darby? Well, some time back, I actually had someone comment to me that the only reason I am not scared to camp is because I have Jesse. And I'm like, well, that's kind of unfair because I know he's a man and all that, but that doesn't mean I couldn't be possibly scared or that that's the only reason I'm not scared. So I decided kind of then that at some point I was going to do a little solo camp. Now we have, we always have tons of plans. We're always doing something, and it's really hard for me to find a time to just do a little simple, maybe 1 or 2 night camp thing. And weather made a big difference because I even more worried about being cold than I am about somebody coming and hurting me while I'm camping. So there you go. It's a nice weekend. It is November and it's supposed to get down to around 45 to 50 tonight. I do have the buddy heater. I don't know if I got it on video, but I stuck it in the tent just in case. I don't think I'm going to need it. I'm actually pretty warm right now the way I'm dressed. So I don't know. I may not need it, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So yeah, it's just me and Darby. Now we are only going to be doing a night camp because I have other things to do this weekend. I've got a grandbaby to go see and things to do with my kid and stuff. So, but this just kind of lets you know that I am quite capable of doing it on my own. I don't know what all I'm going to video for you. You guys know I can talk a lot. It kind of killed me doing all this, driving in and setting up and not really talking. So and you're the only people I've got to talk to, except for Darby. I mean, and I talk to her all the time, so she's kind of used to me rambling. Got my kitchen area all set up. Oh, sorry, I just tilted you sideways. We got like our dinner stuff. Well, my dinner stuff. That's really hard to get used to say just me. And I got my kettle for in the morning and my skillet to do dinner and breakfast. And I got Darby's food, coffee of course, pretty much ready to go. My stove's, just right here like always. So I'll be ready to cook here in a little while. I'm not hungry just yet, so it's going to be a little bit. I think I'm going to get my chair out, set it up, and I brought a Nook so I could read if I wanted to, and I brought my iPad, and I think I'm going to get the iPad because I've got some videos I need to edit. A couple of them for the cooking channel, which if you're not subscribed to my cooking channel, please do go over and subscribe to Happy Place Cooking. I'm going to start some dinner before it gets too dark. Darby has been taken care of and is in the tent. She's getting restless. And I think I'm gonna start a fire, because why not, right? I brought a can of corned beef hash. I'm gonna warm up in this. And I brought this spicy, smoky, dreamy mac. I don't know, I've had it for a while. It's basically just like cooking ramen in a cup. You add the hot water and you let it stand for 5 minutes. I'm gonna try it. I don't know. I'm gonna use my little kettle for that. Boil up some water. And hopefully I can eat all this. I don't have anybody to eat the rest of it if I don't want it all. Let's see, I said a cup. About a cup. Up. Okay, my water is done boiling. Do love this little kettle. Nicewell is the brand. Works amazing. Uses a little bit of juice, but it's not too shabby. Stir that up real good, put the lid back on it, and we'll see what happens. Don't look like I got enough in there. A bit more water, I guess. There we go. Okay. That's warm enough. It's good. I think I'm gonna see if I can get a fire going here. Use this Blackbeard fire starter. So. Darby ate some of my kindling. Goober. Macaroni turned out pretty good. It's a big plate of food. Hope I could eat it all. My fire's a little lame. Well, see how that goes. Well, maybe. Finally. Maybe. We'll see. Looks good at the moment. Not for sure what that noise was. Not sure how long I'm going to sit out here. It's not really all that late, I'm sure. It's just, it's dark early. It's funny the noises you'll hear when you're out just kind of sitting still and listening. You can really hear a lot. The wind's starting to pick back up again. Had calmed down for a little bit. Oh, and just in case you're wondering, I'm about to pop. That was way too much food for me. But I ate it because I didn't have any place to put it. I didn't bring any containers. Oh gosh, I just realized that I have those silly bowls with lids. I could have put it in that. Oh my goodness, now I'm miserable for nothing. I even brought like Reese cups, and you know, that's my favorite candy. I absolutely love Reese cups. I can't eat them, I'm too full. So drink the rest of my soda and got my face all washed off and my teeth all brushed, so I'm ready to hit bed. Just not tired enough yet. I may go in and edit some more videos or read or something. So, you know how you have little holes in your zippers of your tents, like the main door and stuff, and you pull those together, you can actually clamp them together. Now, you could use a carabiner. I couldn't find one that was small enough that we had, so I'm using this. It's just a key ring. It's one of those that snap together at the top. You just pull it apart, but when it's snapped together, it's pretty strong. And you can hook that into your zipper holes. It's hard to do one-handed. And then clamp it together. Now, is that going to keep anyone out? Oh no. Not if they really want to get in. But it'll make them make enough noise that maybe you can protect yourself. Enough said, right? So he is like totally weirded out. And she doesn't usually act like this when we're camping. So I think she's weirded out that Jesse's not here. Did I say Daddy's name? Are you weirded out? Oh my goodness. See, she's like, squishy. Something's walking around out there. It's freaking Darby out. I think it's deer. My gosh, that's loud. Sounded like they were right by the tent. She's on full alert. can still hear them, but I can't see where they are. This has been a pretty horrible night. Not because of being scared, but because of being cold. First, the fan that Jesse fixed to go on the buddy heater. The blades just went pew, shot off. Which they've popped off before, but I popped it back on and it come right back off. So there was no fan to distribute the heat. So I was concerned about it getting too hot in the ceiling, so that was keeping me awake. Then about an hour after it was running, it shut off. And I couldn't get it to come back on. So I thought, well, the propane must be out. So I changed the tank. The tank that was on it still had some in it. So I went ahead and changed the tank anyway. And it did light up. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe something's wrong with that tank or something. About 20 minutes later, shut off again. It's like, what on earth? And it would not come back on. So me and Darby are freezing. And then I try again, which was probably half hour, 45 minutes later, and it come on. And it stayed on for about 20 minutes, and then shut off again. So I've been doing that all night. So I've dozed off and on. I've probably had about 3 hours of sleep. I am so tired. Right now it's on, and it hasn't been on 20 minutes, but I actually put it on high. Was running it on low. Let's see how long it runs. I think it's like 7, getting close to 7 in the morning. But it's still pretty dark out. And some of them people down the way are already moving around. I could hear them banging things. Speaking of that, there was something that kept banging in the middle of the night. Sounded like a barn door or something. I don't know. It's just like bam, and then a little bit later, bam. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm pretty sure something's taken up camp right next to the tent here, or at least had been. We could hear it moving around, Darby especially. I don't know what it was. Didn't really ever make any kind of noise. It just the leaves rustling. And it would do it every time I had to mess with the stupid heater. So I don't know if it was getting close because it could feel the heat. I don't know. Oh man. I think I'm going to lay here until it gets a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to get out. I guess make some coffee and breakfast. Okay, I gotta give Darby something to eat. So I always fix her food first. Oh, and just so you know, the buddy heater did not stay on high, so I'm gonna have to let Jesse know. Maybe he can, I don't know, fix it. He had to clean that little jet thing when we were in Montana. Maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. Here, Darby. Here's your breakfast. Come, dinner. Come on. I gotta get my power station. so that I can heat up my water for my coffee. Just going to do a little cut this morning. Fancy coffee thingy. And I'm going to make, this is a chocolate peanut butter flapjack. So, of course it's microwavable, but I'm not microwaving, obviously. Never had this one before. I like the Kodiak products, though. The pan is really good. It's not, it don't stick. It's a nice skillet, but I don't want to take a chance, and I don't want to ruin the skillet because I let something burn to it. That wasn't too much. Ooh, that's kind of runny. Oops. A little too much water in there. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, I think I gotta turn it off. You're kidding me. Okay, well, I guess I'm not making a pancake after all. I have no propane or no butane. Well, my water's done, so I can have my coffee at least, I guess. Knew I should have grabbed another can of butane. Was just thinking that that one wasn't that used, but evidently it is. At least I get coffee, right? That's something. Luckily, I brought this, so I can still have breakfast. Just won't be pancakes. Where's my lid? Way my day's going already. Better put my lid on. So cute. Alright. I'm going to clean up some of my mess. I'm going to drink my coffee, and then I'm going to start breaking down. show you guys something. Yeah, a big old hole. That's right by where the tent was. You can see that's where the tent was, the flat part. I told you something was scurrying around outside the tent. Pretty sure that's probably a groundhog hole. Little bugger. I think he was trying to steal my buddy heat last night. Now I am going to pick up a couple pieces of trash. Now I saw, where did it go? I saw a water bottle last night. Well, gosh darn, I can't see it now. That's weird. Wonder where that went. Okay, well, there's a piece of weird plastic over here, and there's that metal can. I'm going to clean a little bit. Oh, and there's a tent stake. I'm going to clean a little bit of trash up, and then I'm going to give you some closing thoughts on this whole solo camping thing. So what did I think of solo camping? At first, I was like, this is kind of cool. It's nice and quiet. You sit out here in nature, edit some videos, read, whatever. And then I went to sleep. Well, I went in the tent. Took a little bit to get to sleep. Mostly from the rustling of the animals, probably my groundhog. Was I scared? No, not really. I was cold, very cold. Darby got really cold. And, I thought we were going to be good with the buddy heater, but obviously not. Would I do this again? Not likely. You know what? It's not because I'm scared to do it or because I can't do it, because obviously you saw me set up the tent, tear down the tent. I actually like being with my husband. I'm not into this. I like the companionship. I like having him with me. So, that's my thoughts on it. But you know what? I did it. I did do it. I did it by myself, and so there's that.